Hi, good afternoon, good morning, good day. What time is it for you? Just waiting a minute to, I can edit this a little bit more. Hi, how are you today? I am Fairy Levin from Dubai Yoga, the Yoga Color and Sound, where we allow the vibrations of colors harmonize the frequencies in our body as well as sound. So, welcome. I'd like to begin by taking a moment to take a deep breath. So let's just take a moment to put our feet on the earth, lie down wherever we are, sit up tall, and exhale the hands right on the belly button. Inhaling and filling the belly with breath all the way into the heart space, and exhale. Just taking a moment to inhale red energy, energized, red is energy, being energized, feeling safe and grounded. And exhale red. And hi. Today, we're going to chat about how nervous anxiety can spiral into depression and how yoga is a perfectly viable tool that really works. I know I was, I, I still have nervous anxiety. I recognize it and I know how to deal with it and I can embrace it because of what I do, what I offer. And depression, I was suicidal, and I could say I'm 4 years clean of suicidal thoughts most of my life. Anyways, I know it all works, and let's just chat about it a little bit. You know, since the pandemic in 2020, nervous anxiety has increased 25.6% worldwide. A lot of people that don't feel safe, that feel anxious, because the opposite of feeling anxious, not feeling safe. So how can we feel safe? But and anyway, so anxiety and depression, they can go hand in hand. Why? Because they're both different ways of reacting to cortisol or a lack of dopamine, a lack of serotonin in the body. And in our fast-paced world, anxiety and depression often go hand in hand, impacting millions of people each year. I too was impacted. Anxiety is often characterized by feelings of nervousness, restlessness, worry, while depression presents as a persistent feeling of sadness, hopelessness, no escape. Although they're totally different conditions or way of feeling, anxiety and depression can feed into one another, creating a loop or a spiral, a loop where each one amplifies the other's effects. Understanding this cycle and exploring ways to break its cycle is really important so we can feel good, so we can have happy relationships, so we can be happy. Forget the happy relationship, it all begins with us. And our health, our mental health affects 110% our physical health. We can't separate the two. So, yoga, with its mindful movement and breath centered approach, offers a powerful tool. It's a science and it truly works. It's a powerful tool to help manage these symptoms, to change or disrupt the anxiety depression cycle and restore a sense of calm, balance, and resilience. Today, we'll explore how anxiety and depression are connected and why they sometimes develop into a cycle, and how yoga techniques can alleviate these symptoms. Thank you. So, what is the anxiety depression cycle? Anxiety, again, as restated, is a common response to stress, marked by a hyperactive nervous system that keeps us in a fight or flight state of mind. Oh, grabbing. Over time, in this heightened state, when it persists without relief, day after day, moment after moment, the body and the mind become worn out, leading to fatigue, could be chronic fatigue, irritability, and a reduced capability or ability to handle stress. It's just like too much. And this depletion of energy can eventually cause feelings of hopelessness or despair or depression. Hopelessness, despair, those are the key markers of depression. In turn, depression can suck all our energy and prevent healthy stress responses, which will amplify or magnify the feelings of anxiety or nervousness. And this just creates a never ending cycle. Anxiety and depression are both affected by the brain chemistry, or the brain chemistry affects us. Anxiety is often linked to an overproduction of cortisol, the stress hormone, which in the end can damage our neurons in the hippocampus, which is a region of in our brain, the hippocampus, which is the region of our brain that deals with emotional regulation. Depression is typically associated with low levels of serotonin and dopamine, which regulate our moods. These two conditions share neurological pathways or nerve pathways, which is why it's common to experience symptoms of both simultaneously, although they're two different things. Nervousness is being anxious, moving around, caused by cortisol, too much cortisol, not able to deal with our stress, whereas depression is more hopelessness and darkness, almost a movementlessness, because we're not able to respond to those stress factors because we're already anxious. How yoga can help break the cycle. Yoga can interrupt or break the cycle by calming the nervous system. We have two nervous systems: the autonomic nervous system, which is the sympathetic nervous system, parasympathetic. When we are in a state of anxiety, we are in the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight. Whereas the parasympathetic nervous system is the rest and relax part of our body mind connection nervous system. And yoga can interrupt this cycle by calming or changing the nervous systems around from sympathetic to parasympathetic, boosting mood regulating hormones and fostering self awareness and self compassion. Do I know myself? Am I used to being in my body? Am I mainly in my mind? Below are some ways, and we're going to go over them. So here I'm going to present some ways in which yoga can help us. How about breathing exercises like when we started? Let's inhale and bring our feet onto the earth or sit up straight. And exhale our hands right on the belly button. And inhale and just focus all our mind's attention to filling the belly like a balloon. Breathing up red through the feet and legs into the coccyx. And then exhaling, pulling the belly all the way into the spine. And we can exhale out the mouth and breathe the breath right back into the earth. So one more time, we're just going to fill the belly with breath. Just the belly. We pause a second that cuts the mind flow. And then exhaling the belly to the spine and the breath into the earth red. Placing a hand on the belly and another on the heart. Filling the belly, the ribs, and the chest with breath. Lift the pelvis, crown of the head to the sky, chin towards the chest, and exhaling the breath into the earth. And let's just do one breath here, inhaling red, filling that belly, and letting the belly overflow all the way up into the heart space. And hold the breath in. 3, 2, 1. And exhaling. 3, 2, 1. Can we hold the breath out? 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhaling red. Hold it in. 3, 2, 1. Exhaling. 3, 2, 1. Breathing, shutting our eyes a second. And just taking a moment to tune in. Do I feel any different? Do I feel my body? Am I in my body? Am I aware of my breath? And by counting backwards, we cut off the mind flow. Now, worry, anxiety is the mind just doesn't be quiet. No. So here's that's a breathing exercise, and the breathing exercise activates, as I said, the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms the fight or flight response triggered by anxiety. This slows down our heart rate, reduces blood pressure, and releases tension in the body. And let's do one more exercise. Inhale. And with the right thumb, we're going to inhale in both nostrils. And we're going to exhale and cover up the right nostril with the thumb. We're going to inhale in the left nostril. Cover up both nostrils with the thumb and the ring finger. And exhale out the right without any breath retention. Inhaling red, safety and courage. And exhaling red. We can inhale red, inhaling trust, safety, and exhaling red, exhaling fear and worry. One more time, inhaling red, trust, confidence, safety, exhaling worry, fear, instability. Again, breathing in both nostrils. Just noticing any differences or similarities. Maybe even jot it down. Take a moment to jot it down. It makes it more physical and more real. You can do the Nadi Shodish, the Nadi Shodhana. You can do it for 5 rounds. We just did 2 rounds. You do 10 rounds. And another thing we could do is grounding postures. I don't really have room. We're gonna have to turn everything around here, but we can try child's pose. So get everything around here like this. Let's just try one more posture and push down here like this. And we're just going to inhale. No, not going to work. We're going to try grounding posture just with seated. It's okay. We're just going to move and play with our shoulders. We're going to inhale our feet into the earth breath. And exhale. Bring the shoulders up. Inhale here. And exhale. Bring the chin down. Keep those shoulders up a little bit more. And inhaling, belly, ribs, and chest. Breathing red. And exhale, release. One more time. Come up. Tuck the chin, squeeze the eyes, stick out the tongue, and make fists. And exhale, release. Grounding. How does my body feel now? Can I put my mind's thoughts into my body? Where am I now? That's another example. What else? Gentle flow. We can do yoga flows. I could, I'll stand up for a second over here. We're just going to do a little flow over here. Let's get this together here. Just a little half move. So, we're going to inhale and bring our feet under our legs. We can't see our feet, but we're going to use the top of the body. My feet are hip width apart, and I'm going to inhale, lift the pelvis, lift and breathe into the heart. Exhaling the arms by the side. And we can just inhale the arms up and exhale down. Again, inhale red up and exhale red down. One more time, inhale red up and exhale red down. And inhale, arm up, the right arm up, and exhale, push up right hip and gaze at the sky. Inhale and circle that elbow, breathe red into the earth, and exhale, change direction. Inhale, bring the hand to the earth, gaze at the sky, and exhale, stand back up. Inhale, both hands to the sky, belly, ribs, and chest. And exhale, drop the arm and press out the hip. Inhale, open that elbow and gaze up. Exhale, red, connect with the earth. You guys circle the elbow, it might not even move. And inhale, change direction. Exhale, stretch. Inhale this time, red. And then exhale, the hands to the earth, back into standing. Breathing, then 3 hearts in prayer. And then exhale, and we'll sit back down again. See if we notice any differences or similarities. We're going to do a little body scan now. Super easy. I mean, what was that, 2 minutes, a minute and a half, 90 seconds? But we have to, it's a practice too. Like, oh my God, I'm being nervous, I'm anxious. What can I do to bring myself into the moment? And breathing, meditation, that used to be a word that really scared me. I didn't know what it was. It's just following our breath. So why don't we just do a teeny weeny body scan? So we're going to inhale, bring those feet onto the earth, sitting up tall. And fill the belly, the ribs, the chest with breath, tilt the chin. And imagining a white light coming from the sky, or it could be golden. And exhaling and letting that white light just start to penetrate the crown of the head and the hair follicles. Every place the white light touches, it just starts to soothe and relax. Observing how does the crown of the head feel. The white light makes it feel softer. Breathing and observing how the jaws and the tongue feel. And with the white light, just letting the tongue hang heavy in the mouth. Scan that mouth and face and head. Inhaling and letting that white light go with the force of gravity through the throat and neck. And just take a moment to put our hands on the throat and inhale and say our name. Barry. Can we feel the vibration? And move the hands and exhaling into the shoulders, the back of the neck, the top of the shoulders. How do they feel? Inhale and bring them up, tuck the chin. Exhale that white light, and the shoulders are so heavy all the way down the arms and hands and out, fingers. Breathing, and it's like we're putting on a shirt of white light. Just covers up the body from the inside out and the outside in. Every cell in the body. Exhaling and pull the belly into the spine. Where is my belly? Am I connected? White light from beyond the crown of the head, the body, the arms, the torso. Making like a belt around the body and filling the pelvis. Lift the pelvis. The buttocks and the legs, all the way into the earth. Breathing and observing how am I breathing. Breathing and observing how does the body feel. We need to use the physical body in order to relieve our mind. And in the yoga philosophy, body has we're multi-dimensional beings, and there's 5 body sheets. And the first one's our physical body, which we get in touch with moving it. And if we link breath with movement, the pranayama, the pranamaya kosha, become aware of the breath and the movement. And then we become with the mind. How am I thinking? Manomaya kosha. I'm going to do 3 of the 5. So, as an exercise, you can check in how does my physical body feel? Is my mind crazy? Then can I come into the physical body? Even just inhaling, bring the shoulders up, and exhaling audibly, that can shift everything. And building a regular practice of short, it doesn't have to be an hour and a half, 45 minutes of yoga. It doesn't have to be. We're looking for new routines that are scientifically proven, like yoga, because yoga is a scientifically proven technique for self-realization, so we can realize ourselves. Um, the consistency is the key. Not how long, not the quantity, but consistency, constancy. Practicing just like we did, just even a few minutes of breath with linked with movement. That for me personally creates a calmness. So maybe you can start with 5 to 10 minutes a day. Is there a place that you can be that creates calm? Um, Tune into our body even when we're lying down to go to sleep. Where am I? Can I breathe in deep and hold it in? How are my thought forms? At night, the thought forms mine can be crazy. I train myself to say, I'm going to have the best day of my life tomorrow. Anyways, I know that the power of yoga is lasting change. I have graduated from being suicidal to being joyful. You know? I can recognize my nervousness, my nervous anxiety, and I embrace it because like, whoop, feeling nervous and anxious. That's who I am. It's never going to change. So how am I going to how do I be with that? Not how do I deal with it, but how do I be with it? And anxiety and depression affect our brain chemistry. And when we do our exercise and breathe deep, we start, instead of creating a lot of cortisol and serotonin, we're creating oxytocin, which is a happy vibe. And in December 1st through the 5th, I'm offering a 5-day free yoga challenge, maximum 10 minutes a day. So I hope you check in and sign up. And as well, after that, December 7th through the 14th, December 7th through the 21st, it's a 14-day reboot your nervous system for the holiday season. You can be all calm and happy and nice no matter what happens. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. It's them. Thanks a lot. Thank you, everybody. Blessings be. Sorry about that.